second down and 8. A pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 31, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ertz over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Here we go. The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to...
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing.
This is a group
that is caught by Williams for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton, at least. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Boswell's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go.
And Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Christian Kirk, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And their quarterback's got to be icing his arm in that locker room as we speak. He is on pace to shatter some long-standing records if this pace keeps up. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Johnson on the return.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run wide side with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Johnson to return it.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
2nd down and 7.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out to the right here to Shepard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Henry up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They still can't get him.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one complete to Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, here's an option right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security? I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he's got some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. pretty substantial gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sterling Shepard. A 12-yard touchdown play. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
They'll look to throw here.
Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Again, it's Burrow. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
With that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Burrow. And that Shepard with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Inside handoff, Henry.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
172 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
Henry out wide.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the